Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing a Parenting 101. I've been doing quite a few makeup tutorials, and I really don't want my channel to be only about makeup. I love makeup. Someday I want to be a makeup artist. I'm really looking into schools to do that, but I really don't want that to be the sole purpose of my channel. So I'm going to switch it up a bit, and I've already done a Parenting 101 video before, and it was about keeping your kids busy. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I will also link it down in the description bar below, just to make it easier for you guys. As you guys can tell if you watched my last video where I was talking about crazy vegans, I'm getting over a cold, and because I have asthma, it just takes so much longer for me to get over it. And so I'm like suffering to breathe, and I'm coughing, and I'm just really congested. So sorry if I sound weird, or if I'm struggling to breathe and you guys hear me and I'm like, because I have asthma and I'm struggling to breathe. So let's go ahead and get right on into this video. Today's Parenting 101 is how I reward and how I discipline my son, Landon. He is 7 years old and he is in the 2nd grade. He did go into school a year earlier than he should have, which actually kind of was not the best thing. If you are looking to put your children into school a year early, so they start kindergarten when they're 4, whether you think that they are academically inclined to do so, which is why we put Landon into school a year early, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you reevaluate that, because really what he's going to suffer, or what she or he will suffer in, is the social aspects of school. Landon is a year younger than everybody else, so socially he is a year slower than everybody else. He has behavioral issues, he doesn't keep up very well, and because of that now his academics have suffered. And so just a PSA, if you are thinking about putting your kids into school a year early, I really suggest doing a 2nd year of maybe transitional kindergarten, because it will really help them in the long run. One of the blessings for Landon is that we are thinking about putting him in 2nd grade for a 2nd year, and doing so he will actually be up to speed the same age as everybody else instead of being a year older than everybody else. So that's kind of like the blessing in disguise, is that if you do need to hold your child back, they will be kind of right where they should be instead of being so much older than everybody else. But I really don't suggest putting your kid into school a year early. So with that being said, when Landon started about 1st grade, we started doing what I'm going to show you. And the reason we started doing it is because he did start having behavioral issues. He went into 1st grade, and it was obviously completely different than kindergarten. It was a lot more academics. He excelled in math and suffered extremely bad in reading and writing. And because of that, he had behavioral issues. He would lash out, he would get angry, he would yell, he would scream, he would throw things because he was mad and he was upset and he was embarrassed. And then when he would do that, he would get even more embarrassed, because then people would say, oh my gosh, you throw things and you're crazy and you never be quiet and you talk too much. And so all these things that are bullying behavior that I've talked about in another video, that if you guys want to see my video on bullying, I will also link that down in the description bar below for a really quick preview. So I really highly suggest that you talk to your kids about bullying. So basically this is what Paul, my husband, and I came up with. My husband, Paul, is studying to be a high school math teacher. He has taken a crap ton of early childhood education classes. He is a instructional assistant 3 at a local elementary school, so he works with kids who have autism, and who are on the spectrum. If you don't know what the spectrum is, it's a scale of where the child falls as far as their autistic levels, is what I think it is. What I've heard him say. So this is what he and I came up with, along with our family counselor and Landon's teachers. Got this whiteboard, and hopefully you guys can see it really well. So I'm a little behind, and you guys aren't going to be able to see me, but you can hear me. This I know says February. I need to change it to March, but I purchased this whiteboard. It was, I think, like $20 at Walmart, and so basically what I do is I put the month here, so yeah, February, and then you have the day, so you have Sunday down to Saturday. The reason we have Sunday first is because that will be when his week starts. If we give him any kind of rewards or punishments, They will happen on Saturday when he's at home, so that's the last day of his week, and his week starts on Sundays. Basically what he has over here is he's got jobs, homework, whether or not he did good, and his total. And over here is his rewards. So if he does good from Sunday to Friday, he gets rewarded on Saturday, and he can have a park day. He can visit old friends because he did switch schools from 1st to 2nd grade, or he can have a sleepover. Down here, he has his consequences. So if he doesn't meet his goal from Sunday to Friday, he gets consequences, which is, or if he has a really bad day in school, he'll get consequences. So that is, he'll write a paragraph explaining what he did and what he can do differently to change it. He has to read for an additional 20 minutes. So for his school homework, he has to read for 30 minutes a night. But if he does something bad in school, or if he does something bad here at home, we'll have him read for an additional 20 minutes. The reason that we have him read for an additional 20 minutes is because he suffers so greatly in reading that we want to promote reading. If your child is suffering in math, I would suggest changing this maybe to have a math worksheet that you have on hand that you can give to them when they do something that requires a consequence. And then if it's something really bad, he'll get grounded for the entire week, and then he'll have to write a paragraph. He'll have to read for an additional 20 minutes every night that he's grounded, and he'll have all of his privileges taken away, which means that we have a PS3. He won't be able to play on that. He'll get his iPad taken away. Any kind of electronics will be taken away. He won't go to the park, things like that. And then down here, you guys can't see it, so I'll lift it up. And then down here, oh my god, this is really hard to hold it. Oh, there we go. Down here, he's got his job. So he has to brush his teeth every night. He has to wash his hands and flush his toilet. Now, I don't know if this is a boy thing or if girls do it too, but good God, this child cannot flush the toilet and flush the toilet and wash his hands to save his life. Oh my gosh. So we made it a rule. He has to put the silverware away when we do dishes, and he has to keep his room clean and make his bed. So if he gets all 4 of these done in a day, if you go back up here, you'll see under jobs that he did 3 that day. Okay? So he gets 3 points. We call it jobs because mommy and daddy go to jobs, and so it relates, instead of being chores, they're jobs. Homework, he has to do a box, and he has to read. So a box is what comes home in his homework. Now, if your teacher sends home a homework sheet, it would just be the homework sheet and then reading or whatever the case may be. We do 2 points because he reads and does a box. So as long as he does both, he gets 2 points. Do good is when he does something exceptional and he gets caught doing it. So if he takes out the trash without being asked, if I catch him being really sweet to somebody, he gets an extra point. If his teacher says that he got all great points all day, he was excellent, he gets a do good point. So that's encouraging him to be good all the time. And then he has his totals. So then down here, sorry guys, I'm really struggling to breathe. So then down here we have weekly, he has to have 50 points, and monthly he has to have 210. So the first week of March, he got 51, so he met his weekly goal, so he got rewarded. The second week, he only got 42 points, so he didn't meet his goal, so he did not get rewarded. Nor did he get any consequences. It wasn't necessarily that he was bad, he just never met goals, so he doesn't get any of these good things that are up here, okay? This week, he's grounded for extremely bad behavior in school, so he's not getting any points this week at all because he's grounded, so that's that. We keep this in Landon's room. It sits up on his desk so he can see it. See how he's doing. And then every month we change it. Obviously February was Valentine's Day, so I decorated it accordingly. March is Easter, so I'll decorate it accordingly. I just haven't got around to doing it yet because I've been sick and it's just been crazy around here. So that's basically how Paul and I have decided to reward and give out consequences to Landon. I know other people who use stickers. The only reason that I did not purchase stickers is because I would then have to remember, I would then have to remember every time that I was about to run out of stickers that I needed to go get stickers. And if I ran out, what was I going to do? Not give him stickers? So I chose not to do the sticker idea. And we've tried a couple different things. We did try stickers for a minute. I have this thing that I got, that I got from my roommate's mom, and it's really kind of cool. It just didn't work for us. I'm honestly not sure where she got this. I will look to see if I can find it on Amazon or something like it. I will link it down in the description bar below. But it's really cool because it has, like, do homework, put clothes in wash, which is something I have Landon do, but he doesn't really get rewarded for it. I probably should. Brush teeth, don't use bad language. That's not really a problem for Landon, thankfully. Then it's got these little happy faces things that say super or awesome, well done, looking good. So it's got, yeah, and then it's got the days of the week up here. So this isn't bad. It just didn't work for us. I think because he responds better to the point system rather than seeing that he did a good job. So with the points, he knows, okay, I have to get 50 points. So if he comes up on Wednesday and he's only got 30 points, he knows, okay, I have to do some extra chores. I have to be caught doing something good so that I can make those points. Just, coming up with a plan of action, because this does give your children responsibility. They know what's expected of them. And it's much like a job when you get older. You know what's expected of you. You see it every single day. You come in, you do your job, and you get rewarded or you don't get rewarded. So I really suggest thinking and doing something like this because it just really teaches our children responsibility and integrity and keeping, what's the word I'm looking for? Keeping for ourselves. What's the word? I can't think of it right now. Accountability for ourselves. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys like these parenting 101s, I am by no means a perfect parent, okay? My child has behavioral issues. We struggle every single day to get Landon on track in school, as well as here at home. However, I do cherish the relationship that I have with Landon. He is respectful of his parents. He's respectful of his elders. And for the most part, he knows what's expected of him. As he gets older, he's going to learn more and more. So, I just really value the fact that I am trying my hardest, and Paul is trying his hardest to raise a child someday who will be an adult in this country who can make decisions. We planting that seed in his ear to make great decisions as an adult. So I suggest that you guys do the same. It's only a suggestion, and these are only my opinions, and I can only tell you what works for us. So go ahead and try on your children. Use them as little experiments and see what works for them. So if you guys do try something like this, please message me. I have my email address down below. I've got all my social medias, and I would love to see what kind of ideas you guys come up with. Because who knows, they might work for my son, and I might take your idea. So I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to run and go pick Landon up from school, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.